Hey everybody, welcome back. We're in Old Town Temecula this morning. It is December 28th, 2024. It's almost New Year's here, but I was looking for some information on Old Town Temecula, which used to be a cowboy town, used to be a rustle bustle sort of town, dirt roads. Now it's more of facades and bars and restaurants, but we're going to go around. I'm going to show you some interesting information on December 24th, 1916, I believe. There was a murder. Some people were down at the old Whistle Pig, and the first sheriff in Riverside County was actually killed while on duty. But with that being said, let's go take a look around Old Town. Still got the Christmas tree up till probably January 1st, and they'll get that sucker knocked down as quick as they got it up. That's the City Hall, and they got the ice up there if you want to go ice skating, and also a fun pick. It's about 40 degrees this morning, as you can see out in the distance, out by San Diego, out that way. It's a bit foggy still, and the crows are out and about, but let's go find what we're looking for. Wow, look at that sunrise coming in. So we're on Main Street down here in Temecula. As you can see, it's not that busy now, but in a few hours this place will be happening. This was the livery and the bank, and actual stables were in here too. It was a Mexican restaurant. I'm not sure what it is now, but as you can see walking up here, take a few steps across the old plank boards. This would have all been dirt, and going across the street or across the river down there, the riverbed, is what washed out the train tracks that they never rebuilt to San Diego. They look like they got a cactus farm at the Painted Garden. But a lot of this, like this building here, very new, all tied in, and a lot of it's 50-50, where they'll leave the old bricks and then build around it as well. Right next to the Emporium and the historic jail. There are a lot of birds down here. I can really hear them every time I try to go somewhere. They're making tons of noise, but it looks like somebody broke into the bank. Sorry fellas, it's got no money in there. You still got the hitching post outside. And here's a Temecula livery stable built by Hugh McConnell around 1890 1909. What am I saying? The 50 by 100 foot building is called the Palace Livery Stable. Stylish and speedy rigs and 2 automobiles with 20 horsepower engines. For a time, the town's only switchboard also was located in here. This place is really neat. I don't know if they're just asking too much, or can't really see inside there. There we go. If they're asking too much for rent, most likely. Oh, the whole building's shaking. Yeah, somebody really wanted to see inside the bank. Now we're going to be talking about Preston Van Swen Guyen. And on December 24th, 1906, right here across the street, he was notified that he was a popular figure, they were saying, and Swen Guyen left his weapon at home and was told that he needed to come on down and leave his holiday dinner down to the pool because some ruckus was going on. So he would have probably crossed there, but there was no bridge back in the day. Earlier that night, John Winkles, who owned the establishment, had thrown Horace McGee out of the business. McGee was known to have a violent temper when drinking, and many others had started drinking the red whiskey earlier in the evening. Walk across. Winkles had been taunting McGee, calling him a half-wit because he was half Indian. When McGee got mad, Winkles had him tossed out and threatened to beat him if he came back. About 8:30 p.m., he returned, this time with a gun. Words were exchanged and threats were made, but Swen Guyen's entrance, the sheriff, calmed it all down.
I'd like me a splash of whiskey to wash the trail dust off in my gullet and keep my singing voice in fit.
I guess that depends on who you ask. Not on the night of 1906. McGee walked toward the lawman, his hand extended in friendship. Nguyen either didn't see the gesture or chose to ignore it. The constable did finally turn to McGee's hand. However, McGee had already pulled out his gun and opened fire. 2 shots hit Nguyen square in the chest, killing him instantly. Louis Escalier, one of Temecula's leading businessmen, grabbed at the gunman. McGee fired 3 more shots, killing Escalier. In the panic that followed, McGee ran out of the bar. A mob gave chase and caught the gunman, clubbing him over the head with a pool cue. They beat him with a pool cue after he shot these 2 gentlemen. McGee was tried and convicted for the death of the lawman and the businessman in a Riverside court and sentenced to life in prison at San Quentin. He spent 12 years there before being paroled. The slain men were buried at the Temecula Cemetery. Now, as I was saying, for being a cowboy town, I mean, there's not that many stories around here of, you know, violent gunfights of that sort of nature back in the day. But it did happen from time to time. The bank too was also robbed, and they caught those guys really quick because there was really no way out of here. I mean, they can really get a posse on you. Once they get the posse, they're going to get you because not too many places to go and not too many places to hide. But we're going to walk down to the jail. Look at that. Ooh la la. In the old cowboy place. The High Society Barbershop. And if you make your way down here with the flashing light on you, you'll know you're being recorded too. The collection consignment. Oh, wow. It's open. That's good news. But right here, through this little bar, is the jail. And we'll walk around to the other side. This area is usually closed. You can see up here, you can see the original stonework too. Not that big of a jail. Another look, and we'll go to the main part and gladly show you inside. The reason I even knew about this story and kind of read up on it is because I was walking through the cemetery here. It's an interesting cemetery. I haven't done much work on it. Oh, look at this. We got a couple fellas in here right now. What'd you guys do? You know about the McGee shooting? The Nguyen shooting? Escalier, they say he's dead, boys. You're gonna be hung. They said you was hung. They was right. But yeah, here's the old jail. I guess it could fit quite a few gentlemen in here. Let's see what we can look around and try to turn the camera a bit. Should do some Sad Eye Joe in here, like at Knott's Berry Farm. They've really made this a nice little courtyard. You can sit here and have a smoke. You can actually grab a coffee maybe, have some jerky, you know, with the boys in the old jail. But yeah, he was the first lawman in Riverside County to be shot and killed. Because he thought it was pretty safe to come on down here for that night and try to just break up a fight at the old pool hall. Well, we're going to head over to the cemetery now. Looks like somebody lives up there. Like I said, it's a big blend. I mean, shoot, there's even dirt down here. We're going to head over to the cemetery. And that's why I found out about this, because I was like, that is strange that this guy was killed on December 24th. You know, the stories of the barber poles, they're pretty gruesome. Here it is. This was all the Welty building, built in the 1880s by R.J. and Marty Welty, known as the Welty store. The upper store served as a hotel prior to the construction of the new hotel, now the Temecula Hotel. Joe Winkles acquired the building in 1902 and named it the Ramona Inn. The store became a barbershop and saloon on Christmas Eve 1907. It was 1907, so one story has it 1906. 1907, Constable Preston Van Nguyen and Frederick Escalier were killed here by Horace McGee. A boxing ring, on to another topic, a boxing ring was installed upstairs, and Jim Jeffries, Jack Sharkey, Jack Dempsey, and Wolgast were among fighters who worked out here. Temecula Historical Society, and right next to it they have a newer one if it's a little dated for you. Okay, so I made my way just across the freeway from Old Town. If you ever want to visit, you just go the south end of the Old Town Main Street and make a left over the bridge right when you get out of town. Go over and make your first left, and you'll find yourself here at the Temecula Cemetery. We're going to go find the two gentlemen that were shot on that fateful Christmas Eve and lost their lives. So we're going to go pay our respects over there, and I'll show you around this place since it's still on a Sunday morning. Whoa, that guy must be late for church. Temecula Public Cemetery District, established 1884. So since 1884, they've been bringing people over here, which is, I didn't know about this for so long. So as I'm searching, there are some pretty old, well, graves here, and this one is just noted just that. No name. Here lies George Brown, a native of Nova Scotia. Came over in 1827 from Nova Scotia. Passed away 1894. Not dead, but sleepeth. I like it. Here was somebody I didn't expect to see. Our uncle, Joseph Welty. What you don't often see, there's Richard and Joseph that own the hotel. The Weltys and La Victa Welty. Look at his coughing really loud as he drives by. But yeah, so these guys own the hotel where they passed away, and this is neat too. Our mother, Mary Jane Welty, and this whole line is the Escaliers, but I did not see the one I was looking for. But some of them are just this, so I'm thinking this might have been it. It looks like the inscription is gone. I'll research that a little bit more, but oh wow, there's more Escaliers. Look at this. 6 guns here. That's Agatha. This one, Hippolyte. That's a different name. Father Hippolyte Escalier. I hope I'm saying that right. Octavia, that's the aunt. And then we get into some different ones. Oh, there's Sister Margaret, Jacques Escalier, Pete. Okay. Oh, wow, and just like that, there he is. Wait, is that him, Louis? No, here he is, right next door. So Louis, this one was born 1908, 15 years old. And the father that was killed on Christmas Eve. Born September 30th, 1871, died December 24th, 1907, as a result of some red whiskey. So I found 2 Swangians, Edna and Carl, most likely the children of Preston. I have yet to find Preston. They're all kind of, so this area right here is, it's like 3 rows, but it's all like main families. It's the Roripaw, Escaliers, Swangians, and then there was another one too that I came across. I forgot their name, but see if we can find Preston. Now after some serious searching and using, I went up to the office, nobody's there. Using the app, this huge tree right here. It looks like his gravestone's been replaced, obviously, but I found Preston. Preston Van Buren Swanguin. February 15th, 1863, passed away December 24th, 1907, shot twice, trying to break up a fight. Died in the line of duty. And there is, I know it's hard to see because it's got water on it, but there's Preston's picture. Didn't bring his gun that night. What a shame. Constable Preston. Rest in peace, Preston. I am glad that I did find him. So he's right here next to this huge memorial. 2 over. And it looks like his kids are right down the way from them. Well, that's going to do it, I think. I appreciate you watching. I just wanted to do a video. I've been thinking about that. It's been in the back of my mind. I remember that it was close to Christmas. It was Christmas Eve. Wanted to remember these two gentlemen that lost their lives, and one of a horrible, irresponsible death that should never have happened. Can't believe the guy only served 12 years in San Quentin back in those days. And 12 years for a double murder? Crazy. Well, it's almost New Year's. I appreciate you watching. Please consider subscribing. Give it a thumbs up, like this video if you like this video, of course. And as always, I got new things for the new year, and hope you all do too. And I'll probably do a couple more videos before the New Year's Eve comes. And I got some pretty good trips coming up. Looking forward to doing new videos for the new year. I appreciate you watching, and I'll see you next time. If you have any questions about the little Temecula Cemetery district, place kind of neat. I was reading a plaque up there that said it was founded 1844. Got to figure that tree's been here this entire time, or pretty close to it. Thanks for watching.